There are two concepts that have greatly helped me in deepening my encounters with God. Firstly, we often do not experience God because we are distracted. Our minds are everywhere except in the present where God wants to meet with us. Being present is one of the most important states to be in to encounter God. If our minds are not in the present where God is, then we will miss Him. The second concept I discovered when I was sharing some of the great things that God was doing in my life to a friend. My friend said to me, "You are so blessed. God doesn't work in my life like this." As I pondered my friend's reaction, I realized that God wasn't working in my life more than my friend. I was just more aware of God working in my life compared to my friend. Why is it that some people seem more blessed by God than others? Why is it some people have more testimonies of God's goodness in their lives than others? It is not because God favors one over the other. It is just that one is more aware of God than the other. The truth is, God is working in all our lives. He is ever present. It is only whether we are aware of Him. So instead of asking God to show up in our lives, ask God to increase our awareness so that we can see and sense how He is already present in our lives. If you want to encounter God more, be present and increase your awareness. Be present, be aware. Have you wondered why many Christians today no longer do their morning devotions? Often it is not because they don't want to. They just find it really hard to maintain this habit. Why? It is because of the smartphone. What is the first thing we do when we wake up in the morning? We reach for our smartphones and we fill our heads with everything inside. Messages that have been queued up since last night, emails that need to be answered, bad news that has happened, details of everyone else's life on social media, and whatever else we check or read when we wake up. How is it then possible for us to be present and be aware of God? So I have developed a new habit where I only look at my handphone half an hour to an hour after I wake up. Every day I wake up, I meditate, I have a time of gratitude, I set my intention for the day, and I spend time being present and aware of God. Only after doing all this, I finally look at my handphone. When I first started doing this, something amazing happened. The amount of clarity that came to my mind was profound. I did not realize how cluttered my mind had been for so many years. I literally found myself again. I discovered that I had not been present to myself. And by being present to myself, I increased my self-awareness. Once I started recovering back my life, it was easier for me to be present and be aware of God. Being present and aware is the greatest present you can give yourself. Being present and aware is the greatest present you can give God. And being present and aware is the greatest present you can give others. Isn't that the truth? When we meet others, we are constantly checking our phones or having our minds distracted by its contents instead of being present with and aware of those around us. This device, which is supposed to be a blessing to our lives, has now become a curse. However, it is your choice whether you let it become a curse. So this is now my mantra. Be present, be aware. Be present, be aware. Start with yourself. Give yourself the present of presence. Increase your self-awareness. Listen again to your thoughts, your heart. Be aware of the state of your physical body. Cultivate your spirit. Then give God the present of presence. He is always with you. He is always working with love in your life. Increase your awareness of His whispers, His gifts, His expressions of love toward you. And finally, out of a life that is whole again, connected with God, give others the present of presence. Increase your sensitivity to those around you. Look at their facial expressions. Listen to their words. Hear their heart and connect deeply with who they are. Will you give the greatest present? Be present. Be aware. Repeat after me. Be present. Be aware. May your life, your connection with God, and all your relationships be elevated as you live this out fully. God bless.